Happy St. Patrick's Day. As you can see, I have my green on. Listen, this is a very serious discussion, okay? Today, Little Bit is out of school because they have teacher in-service day today. And then all next week, she's home for spring break. Yay! So, we're going to be planning some projects, some activities, and some things to just keep us busy so that we're not sitting around watching TV or playing on our electronics. Maybe we can get some things done. Maybe she'll learn some things. Maybe she'll actually enjoy them. I don't know. But, going back to this serious discussion, okay, listen. It is St. Patrick's Day. And she is very, very serious about this whole pinching thing. She got up this morning and she came up to give me a hug, all sweet and innocent. And I'm all like, oh, my baby, I love you. And she pinches me on the arm. Can you believe that crap? So, I got my green bow. Because otherwise, I will be all bruised up by the end of the day from her little pinching. Not cool. Now, can I pinch her? No! Because she got green socks on. Yeah. So, I got the green bow. I'm covered. I'm waiting for Mr. Sullivan to get home because he will not be wearing green. And I'm not going to be the one to pinch him because I'm not mean like that. But the Little Bit, she is a vicious little person. So, there we go. So, today, I'm hoping to get some more planting done. We kind of got behind when we went back home, and so we have a lot of seeds that I really needed to get planted 2 weeks ago, and I didn't get it done. So, I'm going to be doing a lot of that today. I'm catching up on some of y'all's YouTube videos today, and I'm not really getting much of anything else done today. Hello, Charlotte. You must be laying an egg. Okay, I'll let you. So, okay, we have these 2 eggs in here, and they're the little ceramic eggs. And because they feel so real, we put an X on them. So we've got 2 of them in here, and you know, they fill up a spot. And I've got a new egg, and I now know that this is not Charlotte. I'm 99% sure, because I think this is a little bigger than hers, and I think I just disrupted her laying her egg for the day. So I'm going to step out and I'm going to wait a little bit and see if she goes ahead and lays her egg. And we'll come back and check again. Okay, so when I was checking for eggs, I had picked up the one and I said that I was about 99% sure that this was not Charlotte's egg. And I was right. If you can see here, the one on the right is Charlotte's. And I know that to be 100% fact because I was standing in the chicken coop in the run, and I had already checked the eggs. And she went in, and I heard her clucking around a little bit. I waited for her to come out of the coop into the run. I went in and checked, and the one on the right here was a nice warm egg laying there. So I know for a fact that that is Charlotte's egg. So this other egg is actually a little bit bigger, and it's been consistently a little bit bigger. So I'm not 100% sure yet who is laying it, but it's between the 2 brown girls there, this one here and this one here. I know that the little Brahma colored girl is laying the green eggs. I found that out for sure yesterday. I found her in the nesting box, and she had literally just laid her egg. So I know for sure that she lays the green eggs. I know for sure that my white girl over here with the bald head lays the big white eggs, or not white, but light tan eggs. I know that she's the one that does that. So I have the white one, the buff colored or tan colored one, and Charlotte pegged out for sure. So all there is left is this girl here and this girl here. One of them is laying the bigger tan egg. One of them is a horrid slacker who is not laying anything at all yet. Alright, y'all. I've got some little sweet peppers. These things are so good. Oh man, they're so good. With a little vinaigrette and oil, and oh man, they're good. Okay, so we're going to plant some of these. I've got some broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, cucumbers, and squash. And I'm going to go ahead and set them up and get them ready. At least get the seeds started because I'm already behind. And so I might as well get some done today if I can. I found that I can take that kettle right there, and it's right about the 10 to 11 cups of water that I need to fill up this tray. And as you can see, there's no standing water in there. It's all absorbed by the pellets. So it works out real well. You don't want any standing water in there. You don't need it. You just want enough water in there to really soak up in the soil good. And let me see if I can get this set good. There we go. There. Alright. So you just want the pellets to set up real good. And there's quite a bit of moisture in there for right now. We're just going to break these open a bit. And I'm just going to tear them open here. I normally don't like using these pellets, but I have some seed starter soil in the basement, and I've got a whole lot more pots than I've got soil. So trying to use up what I have right now, and I've had this tray for a bit and I haven't used it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use it, y'all. Alright, so we've got all of the little net bags peeled open, and I'm getting ready to put the seeds in. So here we go. Our peppers. I can get them open. Trying not to tear the envelope too much, just in case I have more in here than I want to use. I can save them and put them in another pot. Come on now. Why is it when you want to save it, you can't, no matter how hard you try? But if you don't want to save it, it opens clean every time. Am I the only one that happens to? Oh my goodness. Alright, there we go. I got it. Looks like I'm not going to need to worry about saving it after all. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. So I'm just going to start out putting 2 of them, I think, in each pellet. Alright, there we go. Now I'll put the dome on it until I start seeing seedlings, and then I'll take the dome off of it. So I feel a little better about having a little more done, but I'll feel a lot better when I have a lot more done. Okay, y'all, I'm in the planting mood now, and I want to get some more planted, and I want to experiment. So it don't hurt anything, right? I got these seeds, and let's see if we can zoom in here. It's loofah from the Heirloom Seed Guy, and I think I paid $1 for these seeds. And y'all know what loofah sponges are like, right? The little skeletal looking spongy things. Folks use them in their bath and body stuff. They use them to scrub their pots and pans with. It's a great thing to use to scrub your cast iron with. So I've decided that I want to try my hand at growing my own. And we'll see how this goes. But I'm going to take a couple of these here, and I'm going to put them in this little pot, and it's got a good little mixture of stuff. It's got some soil, it's got peat, it's got just some little stuff. It's like a seed starter mix. And I'm going to put a couple of these in here, probably put 4 of them in here. And there's 20, so even if I've wasted these 4 and they do absolutely nothing, I mean, I've lost, what, 10 cents? So 5 cents a piece, actually, because for 20 seeds for $1, that's 5 cents a piece. So, alright. So I'm just going to put them on down in here. Put them in the 4 corners, so to speak, so they got room. And I can separate them out when they're ready, if they grow. And if they don't, well, okay. Okay. And then I'm going to add a little water. And this dirt's pretty dry, so I'm just going to add a little bit now. Get them just a good little soaking. There we go. That seems like a lot of water, but I ain't put much in there, I promise. Okay, so there's my loofah, and I'll have to make a tag for that. Y'all, I got these for, I don't know, $4 on Amazon, and there's 100 of them, and they came with their own marker too. Whoop-de-doo, right? But hey, I think it's kind of cool. Let's make us a tag if I can get the marker back out again now, because I pushed it in there so far. Come on, marker. Come on. Oh, for Pete's sake. Need some coaxing, do you? There we go. All right. And then y'all can see that I have my little experiment tub out again. That's because I'm going to experiment with something else too. You know what I feel like when you plant your garden, if you only ever do the same things over and over and over again, it's like eating ramen noodles every single day your whole life. You know, I'm all for planting the things that you know that you can plant and that grow good in your area especially, and you know, you want your regular garden to be something that you can count on and what's going to feed your family and everything, but it's okay to experiment once in a while too. I mean, I paid $1, you know, it's $1. And it don't take up no space at all, hardly. And it does nothing, you know. It doesn't hurt me except for $1 if it doesn't grow, you know. And if it does grow, then this could be fun. I mean, these things, they could be fun. So I'm happy to try it out, and I encourage you guys to try something new once in a while. You know, don't have to be boring about it. Loofah. There we go, right smack dab in the middle. Let's put it over there to the side, actually. So there's one. Now the other thing that I want to experiment with, and y'all don't laugh, okay, but I want to see. These are raw peanuts, and I'm going to see if I can grow them. So, Danny and Wanda, if y'all are watching this, don't laugh at me. Or laugh at me, but tell me what I'm doing wrong if I'm doing it wrong. Or if it's just not going to happen, tell me that too. It's okay. I can take it. But I like the idea of trying it out, and if it works, holy cow, you know? Okay, well, find me a couple of these here, ones that look good, and there we go. Alright, and then I'm going to put them in this little 6-pack container right here. I don't know if you can see it very good. Let me see what I got going on here. Alright, right here, I'm going to put them in here, and I just want to see what it does, you know? What I'd really like to do is put it under a little clear case, you know, plant the dirt in a clear box so that I can watch the seeds grow. So, okay, here we go, y'all. There's one. There's two. Three. Now these will definitely not be able to stay in here long if they do grow at all. They are already too big for it. Probably should have planted the loofah in there and planted the peanuts in the bowl. But there we go. Alright, there's 4. There's 5. That one don't look good. Alright, keep going. Good thing is, if I don't think it looks good enough to plant, is that 5 in there? There's 5 in there. And there's 6. Now, I'm going to put my little tag on here so I know what I got in there. And what I'm going to do, what's today, y'all? Today's the 16th. 3, 16, 17. Three, 16, 17. There we go. Alright, now I'll see if I can grow anything. And how long it took them to sprout and all that good stuff. And I don't know, y'all. I encourage you guys to try something new. Try one thing. Try one thing new that you've never tried before. Something that's fun and maybe out of the ordinary. I know Danny and Wanda over at Deep South Homestead, they like to try new things too and see what they can make grow. And it's just fun to see if you can. And then if you can, to enjoy the harvest later. So I'm excited to see if these things grow. I'm excited to see how they do, and it won't be long before I'll be able to start planting things outside, which I'm super excited about. I'm ready. Alright, y'all, here they are. Sweet potatoes being put in the jars to make slips so that we can grow our own sweet potatoes this year. Matt really likes sweet potato, pretty much everything sweet potato. So I want to grow some of our own. This is something we've never done before, so I'm really excited to see how it goes. And I just watched Doug and Stacy's video from Off Grid with Doug and Stacy, and this is how they're doing their sweet potatoes. I believe I've seen Hollis and Nancy do this. I think that Danny over at Deep South Homestead has done it as well. So 3 of the big channels that I like to watch are doing it, so there must be something to it. So what I've got are jars of water, and I have toothpicks stuck in the sides of the sweet potatoes so that they kind of hover over the top of the jars, and a little bit of them are into the water with some of them sticking out. and I'll keep you guys posted how it goes. I'm really excited to see if I've done it right. I hope I have, but hey, it's a good experiment, and I'll have to keep y'all posted. Okay, while I'm in the mood to be planting seedlings and getting sweet potato slips started, I may as well deal with that bag of okra pods that I've been sitting on the side table in the dining room. So I'm going to show you guys how I do that. Basically, I just kind of give them a little roll and loosen them up. And then a tiny little twist will open the pod. Now for each spine that there is here, there's actually a little hidey hole for seeds. So when you open the pod, you don't want to just dump out what little seeds there are in that one section and then say, okay, that's all of them. Because there are generally a lot of seeds in each little pod. So as you can see there, this is the section that I just opened up, and I got all the seeds out of it. And then if I pull this vein back, there's some more seeds. So you want to make sure that when you're harvesting the seeds, that you open up each of the little veins so that you can get all of the seeds out that are there. So it's raining again, which I realize is good for growing things, but we're kind of getting waterlogged. I'm ready for it to be mellow jello. Hello, babies. Little bit took the dogs out. Ooh, you're wet. Ick, ick, ick. You're wet. Little bit took the dogs out so that they could go potty for the afternoon, and they are soaked. Go in there, dude. Go on. He says, no. Hello, mother. Lovey. Okay, guys. We've been invited to dinner over at some friend's place, and I need to bring a dessert. And I'm trying really hard to use supplies that I already have on hand. So I'm going to be bringing a pumpkin pie cake. Not really sure what you'd call it exactly. A dump cake, basically. And so what I'm using is I'm using a big can of pumpkin. This is pure pumpkin. It doesn't have any spice or anything. This is not pumpkin pie filling, though you could use that because that's what I'm going to turn it into anyway. But this is a can of pure pumpkin, some pumpkin pie spice, a yellow cake mix, and my homemade butter. So what I'm going to do is open up my cake mix. I've got the pumpkin open. Give me a spatula. There we go. Spatula. Scoop out the pie or pumpkin filling. Alright, so there's a whole can of pure pumpkin, and that's the big can, not the small can. Alright, big can of pumpkin, check. One tablespoon of pumpkin pie spice. Now generally a little of this will go a long way, but since it's a big can of pumpkin and I'm putting a fairly bland cake with it, and I like a little spice, So, a tablespoon of pie spice. I'll mix that up. Okay, well mixed, smells good. All right, and then I'm going to put the pumpkin mixture into my cake pan. I have it sprayed with cooking spray, though I don't think that you actually have to have it sprayed because the pumpkin adds enough moisture, I guess, oil that it wouldn't need to, whatever. Alright, spread this out a little bit. Oven's ready. Okay, we're gonna spread this out nice and even. Okay. Alright, pumpkin is spread. And you're just gonna kind of spread on the cake mix. Break up any big crumbs. Spread it out nice and even. I wondered what this would taste like if I had just mixed it all up together in a mixing bowl and poured it into the pan that way. I would imagine that would be really good too. It'd be like a pumpkin bread or something, a pumpkin cake, which would be really good too. But this is okay. Alright, now you don't want to pack it in because what'll happen is that the butter will just sit on top and it'll make a nice golden crust on top, but then you'll still have a powdery cake underneath between the nice crust on top and the pumpkin on the bottom. So you just wanted to spread it out. It's still really loose. It's not packed on there at all. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to sprinkle some of the crumbs of butter across the top of the cake. And then I'm going to stick it in a 350 degree oven for about 30 to 32 minutes. Alright, y'all. We made it through another day. And we had a good dinner with our friends. Of course, corned beef and cabbage and potatoes and the pumpkin dessert, which turned out really well. All in all, we had a pretty productive day. We got a lot of things planted and we've tried some new things, and I'm really excited to see how they grow, if they grow. The rain didn't last very long today and it didn't really get all that cold, so that's a good thing. And this weekend is sure to be another productive weekend. Hopefully we'll be able to get our garden set up and ready this weekend, which I'm really looking forward to. And I'm hoping that we're going to be able to get my work table built in the greenhouse. That's something that we haven't done yet, but it is something that we've been meaning to do, and it just keeps getting put off. So hopefully we'll get that taken care of this weekend too. I'm really hoping, beyond hope, that we may figure out a new situation for the chicks, because being in the office is really getting to be a pain in the patella right about now. So anyway, y'all have a wonderful night. We'll see y'all later.